Welcome to Inspired Conversations, Living the Legacy with Legends. My name is Unkarabilo Mokoto and I am your host. The pageant industry has changed drastically, whereby we no longer have those that we used to know, like Miss World, Miss Universe, and Miss SA. But today, many are rising up, especially in South Africa. Today on my show, I have Miss 2018 Kagiso and Miss Gauteng 2019. She's here to share more about what she's doing and her journey. Dumela aus Mami. Lekai.
Lekai. And I'm honored to be part of the show.
You're welcome. Now, Koparo Jota Fela Khanyani, about yourself. Just tell us about yourself. Who are you? Where do you come from? Where you were born and stuff like that.
So, Mami Makokoe is a 22-year-old girl from a township called Kagiso. It's in the West Rand, west of Johannesburg. I live with my sister, my mom, and my baby niece. I'm a very humble person. I'm in love with modeling and pageantry. That's why I joined Miss Kagiso and Miss Gauteng. I'm pursuing acting as a career also, and I also want to venture into the health science.
Okay. Wonderful. Now, tell us more about. I can see that you are wearing some nice things there, Miss Kagiso 2018. Tell us about. And currently you are a finalist, Miss Gauteng exclusive, 2019. So, tell us about your journey. What inspired you to join the pageant industry and stuff?
Well, firstly, growing up as a young girl in the township, I've always wanted to join pageants. But because of discrimination and the stereotypes of being skinny, being taller, and just being out there and having the money and the resources to do that. So that kind of discriminated against me, and that brought me down. So as time went by, programs like Miss Kagiso finally put out the light that pageantry is not only about that. Pageantry is about your mind, is about giving back to the community. It's about having that mindset of helping other people. I like to compare pageant queens with politicians. Your duty is to serve the people. So I saw that was one of the missions I'm compassionate about, and yes, it led me to that.
Okay. So after you won Miss Kagiso 2018, how did you feel?
I was super excited because I didn't actually see it coming. As the program went on and on, the entire journey, I saw it as an opportunity to build myself and grow. So I never really thought I would win. Okay. But it happened and I was so excited.
You're so excited. All right. And after that you had the courage of joining many more pageant. Like now you are now in Miss Gauteng exclusive. What do you call it? Exclusive, yes. And you are in finalist. How do you feel now? Another one again is coming. do you see this one coming?
Yes. And it's funny how Miss Kagiso was my second pageant.
Oh, is it?
Yes, and I won it. And this third one, I'm part of the top 50 finalists, which more than 200 people applied, and yet I made it to top 50. So it's an honor.
The first one, you didn't tell us about your first one. What's your first one?
I joined Mr. and Miss Fashion Capital.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So it's a fashion district where they sell fashion, clothes, and everything like that. So they wanted an ambassador for it.
So you won even the first one?
Not the first one.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Okay.
My walk was bad.
Okay. But you never gave up. You see, you never gave up, which is good. Now you are crowned Miss Kagiso. So, and we are looking forward that this one also, is coming.
Yes.
Okay.
It's coming.
And tell me about the work that you do. You have mentioned that you also give back to the community. Can you just please elaborate what do you do to give back to the community?
So one of the programs I was involved in was the Basadi Ba Mogale March, where all the women in Mogale City, we included townships like Manzanville and Kagiso, we all came together. We communicated via the Facebook page Basadi ba Mogale, and we came together and we spoke about issues that actually affected Kagiso and Manzanville and the other townships, that we saw that it's a challenge to solve for authorities and other people. So we decided to have a peaceful march where we'll go to Kagiso Court and just raise the issues of rape and murderings, killings of young women and children around Kagiso, because it's been a taboo and it's been just the worst thing.
Okay.
Yes.
And apart from the march, is there any initiative that you guys are doing towards especially the women abuse? Is there any initiative that you guys are doing apart from the march that you did?
Yes, I've recently joined the Girl Foundation. So the Girl Foundation looks at girls around Kagiso and other townships as well, and we're able to motivate them, give them what they need in terms of toiletries and everything like that. So the Girl Foundation is part of that as well.
No, that's wonderful. I mean, you have also mentioned about donating food to kids as part of the giving back to the community. Can you please explain more on what you guys are doing on donating food and then toiletries? Yes.
So we basically collect any non-perishable, foods and toiletries. So I'm together with Mrs. Africa finalist, Tshofatso Naomi Mulema, who we go around and we collect everything for the kids. We've also included boys, because a lot of boys are neglected. We only focus on girls and toiletries. So if we're going to focus on girls, mentoring future mothers and future wives, what about future husbands and future fathers? So we've also included that in the entire program.
No, that's a great step. I remember I had an interview with Miss Africa, and she also mentioned that. So I think that one is a very good move. You also on the issue of the career path for kids. How do you guys go about encouraging them about their career choices and stuff? Do you go to schools, or how do you do it?
Recently, I've been doing it in my church. Okay. Yes, so I held a seminar the last time where we spoke about leadership. We encouraged students and just young people, the youth, about their careers that they want to take. How do you take careers like that? What steps do you need to take? So just to further it, I saw the need that the youth actually, or the students, the learners in high schools, need registration and application fees more than anything. And because they don't also have the knowledge of which varsity, which college, and what do they offer. So that's something I saw, and that's what I'm bringing back to the community.
Okay. So the issue of the registration and the fees, how do you help there? Because I think that's one of the greatest challenge. How do you guys help them?
Well, I've been having talks with different sponsors. I've recently joined the communication around Mogale City, and especially the donations and the bursaries that they have. So I'm looking forward to that, and just business people are coming forward as well, and they are keen on helping the community through the entire initiative of Miss Kagiso.
Okay. So, and then the one that actually, what I can say, I actually loved is the issue of the homelessness. That's the one that actually I paid attention to when I saw that you guys are doing it. Because currently we have been seeing, the killings of the homelessness, people in Pretoria. I think you have seen that issue, which is a very bad thing. So when I saw that you guys are doing it, I was so actually excited about it. But just tell us more about that. You are not doing it alone. There is a movement that you have joined. Can you please tell us more about it?
So I got into the program via Miss Gauteng Exclusive. So basically, it's a program and a movement called Voice It in Action. It tackles homelessness issues around Johannesburg. So they have a building here in Joburg. So the building is there to accommodate and help homeless people. So they come in for the night, they sleep there, and they have healthy, balanced meals for that night and their morning. So the entire day they can go out, but as soon as they come back in the evening, they're able to eat, they're able to learn, they're able to open their mind and just work with their hands. So yes, it's voiced in action.
Okay, so what do you think about, or how did you feel since you are in this movement or project, when you saw the news about the killings of the homelessness in Pretoria? How was your reaction?
It was heartbreaking, to tell the truth, because imagine waking up to a WhatsApp message, the founder of Voice It in Action, telling us there's another killing tomorrow, there's another killing tomorrow, there's another killing. So it's overwhelming, and you tend to feel like you're not doing anything as much as you're doing something. So it's bad.
But I mean, in the same note, in Cape Town, the government in Cape Town declared that they will fine those people who are in the street, the homelessness. They want to get rid of them. If they still find them, they will find them. Did you see also those news? Those news? Did you see them?
I didn't.
Okay, there was that issue that the government in Cape Town, they wanted to find those people. So my question was, how do you find someone who is home? The person who's in the street, where is he going to take the money? So now, since you are in this project, what do you think about that policy or law? What do you think about it? Finding people who are in the street?
I think we should, like people on the street, most of them, when I hear their stories, it's not because of a choice, but it's more because of the situation they're facing. Because we're all facing situations at some point in life. Their situations made them go to the streets. So finding those people negatively or in just a negative way, it's not helping them. So I think the authorities and the just community leaders and business people, we should just all come together and look at rehabilitation centers, look at pushing them to that. And also one thing we encourage a lot is people on the streets, if they come to you, homeless people, they ask for money. You giving them money, you telling them, go back to the street and go buy nyaupe, go do this, go do that. So we're trying to change the entire system by starting first with their mindset more than giving them food and handovers. So yes.
But do you think the government is doing enough to tackle this issue about homelessness?
I think in Johannesburg, from what I've seen, the JMPD is part of the Voice It in Action movement. I saw other initiatives, other rehabilitation centers around. They're actually walk-ins, so you don't even need money to go in. So I believe that's enough for the government. What we need now is the community to also help by not spoon-feeding the homeless, but pushing them.
So you think the community is not actually doing enough?
No, not the community. We're not doing enough. There are organizations like Voice It in Action, where we deal with the people face to face.
Okay. Yes. No, I hear. Okay. I wanted to ask you this question, but I think we actually passed it. But I will just go back. Since your journey in Miss Kagiso and this one, Miss Gauteng Exclusive, you also said you want to, pursue other pageants like Miss SA. So how do you go about? Are you still in that path? How is it going? Is it promising?
It is promising, because the fact that I'm part of top 50 Miss Gauteng actually gives me motivation to go to Miss SA. And as much as the challenge increases with every pageant that I join, but it also increases in motivation and confidence. Okay. So I'm ready for it.
And I mean, you had said earlier that you need to go to university first before you join Miss Kagiso. Miss South Africa. So I wanted to ask if is it compulsory for you to be in university for you to join Miss Kagiso, or you can just join even though you're not in university?
You can just join even though you're not in varsity, Miss South Africa. But we need a brand ambassador that actually motivates the people of South Africa and the youth education. So I believe that's why I need to go first to varsity, so that they see an image of a person who's interested in learning, who's interested in school and everything. So that's the only way people can understand, oh, this person, all right.
Okay.
Yeah.
So others like Miss World, Miss Universe, do you have to start with this one before you join those big ones? Do you have to start with Miss SA and then you come, or what? You can just go straight to, how does it work?
Well, you first join Miss South Africa, and from the top 2 or 3 winners, they'll distribute them into Miss World or Miss Universe to compete and represent South Africa.
Okay.
So you start first with Miss South Africa.
So do you also see yourself there, or you just want to end as Miss South Africa? Do you also see yourself there?
Of course, if I win or become the top 2 of Miss South Africa, I'll definitely go to Miss Universe and Miss World.
Okay.
Yes.
Now, tell me something. Apart from, growing as a person when you join the pageant, building yourself up, giving back to the community, apart from that, what are other benefits? Is there any benefits for joining, apart from giving back and being fulfilled that you're doing what you love? What is other benefit that you can get from pageant?
Well, the former Miss Kagiso, the one before me, once motivated us and told us about business. She was like, once you're in here, you have accessibility to business people, accessibility to politicians and everything like that. So I noticed how before I was Miss Kagiso, when I approached the mayor, it was that thing, okay, hi, thank you. But when I went there as Miss Kagiso, they are shocked.
So you open doors in a way?
Yes,
Okay.
so they're like shocked. Oh, Miss Kagiso, okay, so you do this. No, what can we do to help? So I was able also to contact like Standard Bank, and they also sponsored me. Mogale City Municipality sponsored me with my seminar. And right now I'm communicating with business people. Like I said, they're keen on coming into Kagiso and just helping our community.
So you have connections now?
Now connections.
No, I think I must also connect with you so that I can also have the connections that you have. No, that's wonderful. And I mean the pricing, I know, this big pageant like Miss World, Miss Universe, you will hear that someone will win a car and a house or whatever. Some prizes there. So this upcoming pageant, do you also have some prizes that you win or what?
Yes, Miss Gauteng exclusive included prizes like cash money. So we have entrepreneurship workshops, we have entrepreneurship bursary, because it's one of the challenges we're facing in South Africa, and not just here but many countries, of unemployment. So people need to start their own businesses. People need to open their minds. What can we do since we can't find job, since we cannot survive? So it's one of the things we're tackling as well. That's the bursary for entrepreneurship and business. They also include luxurious things like cruise ship to the Portuguese island. And
that's nice. That's nice. Okay, now someone is watching the show now, a young lady who is discouraged, thinking that this thing of pageant is just only for people who are there, maybe they don't have that access to enter. What can you say just to advise that lady who is watching now?
I would definitely say what I always say. Just think of yourself as that other person who's there. what is that person thinking? They also thought of giving up at some point in life. I was also in situations where I wanted to give up in life. But because of motivation from people and motivation from parents and families and church leaders and everyone like that. And I also say that the people you hang around with also encourage you in a way, whether they bring you down or they put you up. Be careful with the people that you surround yourself with, especially your friends. Read books that motivate and help you communicate and attend events that will actually motivate you in life. That's when you'll see, this is me and this is my time.
Oh, that's great. And I mean, before we close, you also have a seminar, Women in Business, right? Is it Women in Business, Kagiso, or something?
Kagiso Business Seminar.
Kagiso Business Seminar.
Yeah.
You know, how is it going?
We had our first event on the 22nd of June, where Standard Bank and Mogale City Municipality, as I said, came and they sponsored me with the hall and the food and everything. So basically, I bring young business people to come and motivate the youth. Because as soon as you bring an older person, the youth will probably just say, he had his time during that time. Now the struggle now and that time, two different things. So as soon as you bring in a young person like them, they'll just see a mirror image of themselves more than you bring an older person or an older business person. So it's an annual event that's going to happen every single year. I'll be bringing in learners from universities and students from high schools and everywhere to come and get motivated about leadership, entrepreneurship, and also the importance of investing and saving money. Because right now, whenever you get a cent, all you think about is luxurious things. All you think about as the youth, booze, alcohol, parties. So with every cent that you get, what can you do in order to help you in future? So that's where investing and saving gets in place.
You are doing a very great job, you know. Now, apart from seeing yourself in 5 years to come, I know this one you're going to mention that you see yourself as Miss World or Miss Universe. Apart from that, where do you see yourself in 5 years? Apart from, you know, achieving the pageant.
The pageant.
Yes.
I see myself having a degree, one of the health sciences degree, and as I'm passionate about health science as well, I'm passionate about women health and everything that concerns it. I also want to join one of the organizations. It's an international organization, Doctors Without Borders. So what they actually do is go around the world and help underprivileged communities in health and medical experts.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a big one. If people want to get hold of you, you know, to know more about what you are doing and maybe to be part of what you are doing or to maybe help fundraise and stuff, where can they get hold of you?
My Facebook page is Mami Makokoe. So it's Mami Makokoe. It's Makokoe. And on Twitter, I am at Makokoe_Mami.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Miss Kagiso 2018 and Miss Gauteng Exclusive 2019. Yes, finalist. So thank you and all the best. You know, I believe that one day I'm gonna interview again when now you have, you know, Miss World and Universe. I believe. You know, we are looking forward for great things in your life. So just keep it up.
Okay. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Ladies and gentlemen, you are watching Inspired Conversations, Living the Legacy with Legends. My name is Unkarabile Mukoto, and I'm saying to you, let's meet next time, same place, same time, on Global Conference TV. The journey continues.